Let's hope this isn't terrible. Okay, we're still in the green. My stuff pops up. I'll send that to the friends. And we'll see how that goes. Hello everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Stream is up. Time to share. With the chat, with the boys. How's everybody doing? We doing okay? Doing alright? I'm doing alright. So I think this go around I'm going to do rum instead of whiskey. Because I like rum. And the rum that I have is cheap. Sorry it took me so long to get this set up. I was struggling to either... I'm sure y'all guys will see it. I was struggling of either doing this lighting. This is the problem that editors and filmmakers alike all have. Is this exposure versus this exposure. The problem with this exposure is my frame rate is ass for some reason. And I don't know why. I like the brightness. I like the vibrance. It's about as bright as it actually is here in the house. But for some reason... the frames are terrible versus this. So if I watch it back over, I'm so much more smooth now. I look much smoother than before, and it bothers me. Yeah, see, that's way better. It just, I hate that. I hate that. It makes me mad. So, welcome everyone to our Acolyte Watch Together. We're going to sit here, I'm going to sit here at least, and we're going to talk about the Acolyte show. Hopefully I'll get in a couple of viewers, a couple of friends. Just going to sip my coffee. So going over the Acolyte previous. We were talking about episode 5. I've seen a couple people break down the show. I've seen a couple people break down episode 5 and the fighting. It was not as good as people made it out to be, as far as the fight scenes go. There's a lot of errors in this show, especially in episode 5. A lot of very stupid stuff. A lot of silly stuff. Playing Hunters right now? Oh, sweet. Alright, so. Hello, McPherson. Welcome. If anything, we'll be watching this all together. We're all in this together. Open widget. Stream's current bitrate is only this. We recommend that you use a stream rate that's much higher than my own. Yeah, you see, I have terrible internet. So, that is the way things are, unfortunately. But... I've proposed a drinking game. I was going to make a couple of rules on the fly and make it up as I go along. But real quick, let me get some ice and we'll get this party started. Got coffee to keep myself awake. I got whiskey and beer to drink from. Because I'm sad about the state of Star Wars. You're trying to multitask, we lost. Oh no! I haven't tried out that Hunters game. I hear it's good though, so there's that. Here we are. Glug, glug, glug. I mean, you know. Yes, you were still first. It's because you're amazing at your games, McPherson. My plan was to basically drink every time someone says something cringe, or anytime there's something revealed that we already knew, like, you know, useless exposition, stuff like that. I'm drinking rum with Dr. Pepper. It'll be simple. Let's see. I want to try and come up with some rules. Let's come up with some rules real quick, because I thought it'd be fun. And if you're sober out there, drink your soda. Let's see. So, basically things that are common in the Acolyte. Cringe is a must. Anytime anyone says something cringy or does something cringy. Let's see. exposition that's obvious exposition, things that we've already been known. Like, for instance, episode 1, where he's, or things that are kind of brought in out of nowhere, where he's like, you know, your family's dead, your mother's, your sister, all died in a tragic fire. It's like, okay, this is boring exposition. So expositional stuff. And I want to do Jedi bad. You got to finish your glass if this episode reveals that the Jedi are bad. Now, that might not be the case. It's a risky one. But if I share my window real quick, which I probably shouldn't do. Oops. Yeah. If I share my window real quick. On the Acolyte show, it says, teach and corrupt. So, what I'm wondering is it going to be the Jedi that's corrupt? Is it going to be them corrupting Osha? Like, what's his face corrupting Osha? Is that's what's going to be what's happening? What's going on here? So we've got those two. See, or those three. You'll be drowning yourself in water. Yes, that is the plan. Lame quotes, I think, would fall under cringe. What else, McPherson? Do you have any ideas? It might take a couple minutes for you to catch up to me, but I'll listen out for them. Let's see. Other ideas. Cringe, exposition, Jedi bad. Bad fight scene or bad choreography. Choreography. I cannot spell well, unfortunately. Let's see. Bad choreography, Jedi bad exposition, cringe. Let's see. Redundancy would be a good one. Like redundant lines, things that we already knew. Because that happened a lot in the last episode, was a lot of redundant lines. Things that, you know, they already told us or we've already seen, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, remember this and that and the other. Ooh. Here's a good one. Plot contrivances. Things that are very simple or you know, make sense only because plot reasons. And then, it's the other C word. What is it? Not consistency. It's something like consistency. Consistency synonym. Constancy, no. Equilibrium. Cohesion. Cohesiveness. Something like that. Consistency. Fuck. It's something that I'm always trying to make sure the things are that they line up, that they make sense. That I guess consistent. I think there's a better word for it though. Congruent. I don't think it's congruent, but I'll type it in anyway. Congruent synonym. Continuity. That's it. Continuity. Thank you. Continuity. Continuity issues. And I think that'll be good enough for us. Let's see. I want to see if I can leave this up somewhere. Here, I tell you what. This will be mine, and I will add this to a separate window. Oh wait, I need to add that over here. So, oops, not that one. Not that one. There we go. And I will hide it because I already know all those and they'll pop up anyway. So that'll be good. Yes, thank you, McPherson. Continuity. That's what I was thinking of. There we go. I'm going to bring that up right here. So that everyone can see. That's going to be our, maybe I can make that a bit smaller. These are going to be our points, basically. It'll be a little weird, but yeah. So you'll be drinking anytime there's cringe, exposition, Jedi bad, or corrupt, which I think that's what we're going to see mostly in at least the later episodes. Bad choreography, because I think there's going to be a fight scene. Plot contrivances and continuity issues. All those, I think, are going to play in tonight. And how long have we been going? 10 minutes. Long enough to probably get started. So, again, I've got my audio off. And I've got my video off. So, y'all guys aren't going to be able to see that. You're going to see me, which I know you love to see. You're going to see me reacting to it. Essentially, I'm going to tell you when to press play. It'll be, what is it? Will it be on 3 or after 3? That's the question. I'll probably do on 3. It'll include the subtitles, or I'll probably wait until after the Disney Plus logo goes. That way we're all synced up. So it'll be on 3. We all click. See, what is cringe? Not the power of many, right? That is cringe. That'll be great. But after the Disney Plus logo goes through, so you open it up, get that Disney Plus logo out of the way. We'll pause, and then we'll start. And I'll let you know what the second is on there and all that jazz, so you can get yourself ready for it. So let me boot her up. See? Disney Plus logo. All right, so we're starting at 38:11. And it's going to be on 3, not after 3, not before 3. It'll be on 3. So are we ready? You guys ready to watch the latest episode of The Acolyte? I'm excited. I don't know about you. All right, one more sip of coffee. And now I'm going to push that aside to transition to my sad drink. Because Star Wars is dead. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. So recap. That's loud. I'll turn it down a little bit. That's better. We're not skipping previously. We're just going to go straight through. I did find the fighting a little silly. I was glad that they finally killed Yord and Jackie, honestly. I also think it's funny where they're like, oh, everybody's been surviving from lightsaber shots or lightsaber stabs, so we're going to stab her 3 times just so you know that she's dead. That was stupid. Couldn't you, with the whole burning hair, couldn't she smell, or couldn't he be able to smell the burning hair? Because that shit lingers. I don't know about you, but that stuff does not go away. So this is Teach and Corrupt. The logo. Yeah, recap is they killed all the red shirts and a couple of characters that we knew that didn't have. I mean, what was Yord's arc at the, if you think about it, what was his character? He lived and he died about the same. I get sad every time I see this Lucasfilm logo. It just makes me sad. Oh, uneasy music. Oh no. All right, let's see. It's OSHA. This looks like the exact same fucking set Kenobi was on. It'd be funny if they're on Tatooine. I've taken you to Tatooine. You'll be safe here. Okay, so he mended your flesh wound, I suppose. Which I don't know how she got, by the way. Was he cooking beans? Got some northern beans. Okay. You're just going to drink some mysterious fluid? Yeah, sure. Don't know what it is. Don't know if I can drink it, but why not? Okay. This is a lot of nothing. You need to get out of here. I don't care about the creepy little alien thing. You need to go. Is that a kunai? Oh yeah, it's one of Yeah, one of the kunai. I guess that's May's things, perhaps. Why was the flesh rune not cauterized? Only when they want it to work is when it works. Oh, I guess yeah, they're on that island where he's all, trying to be an acolyte. Some people allege that he's actually the acolyte. He has a master and he's trying to get another Padawan and that he's like the apprentice of someone. So that's an idea. Oh, hey, they're on that planet that or Jake Skywalker submitted himself to run away. That would be really funny if that was the case. I don't know if that's the case, but it did kind of look like it. Yeah, I guess we drink. I'll drink to that. Unknown planet. Okay. Great. Out of all of Star Wars, there is an unknown planet out there. One that is not charted. I bet the lady talking about the Jedi archives, I bet she's rolling in her crib right now because she's probably 2 years old. About the fact that the Jedi archives are incomplete since this is a unknown planet. If it is not on our records, it does not exist. It's like, yeah, sure, lady. Where the fuck did you come from? Is he just going about his day? He wasn't expecting anything to happen? Okay. Alright, so now we're back on Kofar. I guess May and what's-his-face left. Yeah, and Soul. He has not detected her with, like... He has not detected her presence. Why is your shit not working? I hate how good he is of an actor, and he's a good actor, and they give him crappy shit to work with. Yeah, Basil, what the fuck you doing? You know that that's May and not OSHA. Is she gonna kill him? How do you not, if you can sense her presence, how do you not know that that's OSHA? Or not OSHA? Master Jocasta as a youngling is. Yeah, exactly. I bet she was a bookworm. Just crashes it. She's like, I won't kill you with a weapon. But that doesn't mean I have to save you. Jumps out. That'd be funny. Just take it straight out of Batman Begins. Uh, I mean, Soul, to be fair, he could have saved Jackie and Yord, and he chose not to. Instead, he just stood there like a fucking idiot. But give it to the actor. The actor's trying here. He has no material to work with, but he's giving it his all. And I feel for him. I want to, but also he let Jackie and Yord die. I swear, the cameraman in this show has less. What is it? Oh, I can't think. Yeah, the cameraman has less object permanence than my daughter, and she's not even a year old. They're like, if it's not on the screen, then they're not there. What are you doing? Oh, is that Pip? Oh, God. Why is he... Okay. What are you doing? What? Why? Okay. What did that solve? I went ahead and took about 7 drinks because I know all of is about to happen. Yeah, accurate. See, he really tried turning it off and again, off and on again. Yes, he was like, "How does the pip thing work?" The Sith guy is kind of swole though. Like, his shoulders look good. And honestly, he looks more like a Jedi than any of the other Jedi. Okay, I guess he's all right. I guess he's naked now. That's great. You taking a bath, bud? Do you not sense OSHA's presence like Soul sense May's? And how do you know it? I mean, he knows it's OSHA, but like, still, what do you think you're gonna do to him? He wiped out your whole team, and you're not even. Just leave. Why are you chasing this man? Find his ship and get the fuck out. I don't understand why you're gonna be like, I'm gonna kill him. That's a dumb idea. Wiped out an entire team of Jedi. Ah, but if I grab his lightsaber, I'll be able to, kill him. It's like, bro, he literally pushed you into a building and knocked you out, or into a rock wall and knocked you out. You're stupid. What are you talking about? The power. What? You make no sense. Are you gonna point it like a gun? If you're not gonna join me, like, what the fuck is. What is this? It's like, oh no, he's hot kind of thing. Is that what's going on right now? Oh, she looked. She looked. Yes. Bro, that team was farmed up. Yeah, for sure. Because he wants an acolyte. Oh, shit. He's the one with the weapon. Why aren't you leaving? Yeah, it's because he knows she knows more about Soul than she does May. And May tried to kill her when she was like 8. Why haven't you stabbed him yet? He killed a whole team of Jedi, and you're complicit. You're just gonna okay, bye. Later. He was in the water for like 5 seconds. Oh man. Okay, legit, the special effects right here look about as dated as Firefly. I'm not even kidding. They look about that dated. Why are you should. She's not even acting like OSHA. And no, she didn't save. Okay. Yeah, I guess. For what? Okay. I thought you said you were going to tell OSHA everything that happened. Why is everything always going... What is going on with this damn ship? Get out of the kitchen. What are you doing? Oh yeah, because she was a mechanic. Or a, mechanic basically. Oh boy. Her acting is abysmal. Mog? Does he mog on people? Ah, terrific acting. Wow. Whoa. Oh, drinking ain't no Jedi? Facts. Oh, I missed what he said. Fuck. He wants an acolyte, you fucking idiot. He's like, I will train you in the ways of the Sith. Apparently not if you can't sense one from the other. What? His strength is actually yours. It's because you're a woman and you're powerful. High Master feels guilty. Yeah, no, she don't care about nothing, and her acting is abysmal. That's another drink. McPherson's calling out all the things. Oh, I need a drink also because the plot contrivance, and she didn't kill him when she should have. She had every right and reason to. Not just for vengeance, but because he's a blight on the galaxy as a whole. The Sith are bad. I don't know how to tell you this. Like, the show's shit at this. What are you gonna... Cringe. Okay, that's really cringe. That's really cringe. This is all cringe. Yep. What? Oh, you're literally holding it down to restart. Wow, that's fucking retarded. It's that easy? Okay. Fine. This is retarded. No, it's Dark Pip. Darth Pip. I know oil in the eye sucks. It's just the way that it happened and all that. They're attacking her in the most passive aggressive ways possible when Pip is inside the fucking system. I mean, he might be on a charger at that moment, but Hosha connected him to the comm links of the ship. He should be able to send out a distress signal or tell them what happened. What is this other way? Okay. Oh no. That's not semantics, bud. That's not some. Okay. Oh, she remembered not to program it to speak ancient Sith. Yeah, he had reason to. What do you mean one side? What the fuck are you on about? This man's retarded. Redundant line. Redundant line. Yeah, misuse of real words. That is lame. That was lame. See, this just makes me think of Kreia from KOTOR 2, where they had really decent conversations about the balance of force. When this is like talking to a brick wall. Kill me! Turn it on. Kill me, please. In my suffering. Why turn it on when you've already turned me on? No, it's not. The Greeks literally talked about this. Ooh. More exposition. Failed fucking what? That would be burning a lot. That'd be really hot. Just saying. I know what I have to do, but I don't think I have the strength to do it. Does it hurt? I want to break free. I want to break free. So I think this is going to be more of a bore episode, which is unfortunate. This is lame. Mog. He's mogging on everyone. Why the fuck would he have? But, I mean, I guess. It's dangerous. You get nauseous when you go through. Why? That has never been a thing before. Mog is lame. Is it cringe to have side violin music? No. I mean, the music in this has been mid. Like, very forgettable. But, you know. I fucking hate Basil. Like, this guy, it's just annoying. Constantly seeing this little, you know, fucking rugrat over and over again. What is he? Why doesn't he do something important? Yeah, because she fucking acts like OSHA. OSHA! Yes! That's me! So why isn't it restarted? Okay. I am so sorry about what happened earlier. I have not told you the whole truth. On a Lego. Trying to think. I can't remember which one was a Lego. Love is the way to the dark side. I don't know what you are doing. You need to stop. What? You are not, OSHA. This is... Oh my god, it's lame. Guys. I like that reasoning soul. I'm sorry if it felt that way. No. Why can I not see her tattoo? Like the tattoo that was on her face that was given to her by her mom. Where the fuck is that? Oh, are they just gonna cut away? Oh my god. It's best that we do what needs to be done right now. I will explain later. Oh no, she's actually the one that walked away. Why the fuck? I thought you wanted to know. This is retarded. Fucking finally. Finally. Thank you. Took you long enough. Jesus fucking Christ. He's gonna notice the light color of that droid color change before he notices that she's an OSHA violation. Fucking facts. That's so true. That's so true. That's exactly what happened. Oh my. It's okay because she'll be up in like 2 minutes. Yeah, we spent all this time with this fucking little Basil guy, and what did he do? Nothing. Jack shit. It's retarded. What the fuck? You're stupid! Oh my god! It's so bad! Oh! Oh! Okay, that's retarded. That is so fucking stupid. What? What was that? It takes you like 5 fucking minutes to go from Coruscant to Kofar in the Outer Rim colonies. Are you retarded? Are you stupid? What the fuck? What the fuck? What was that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was... Hold on. That was a continuity issue right there. Ah! That was so bad. Oh, fuck. I decided to finish my drink because I wanted to. Alright. I know that was supposed to be for Jedi bad, but still. What the fuck do you want? Oh. That was funny. The power of two. The power of two. The power of many. Shut the fuck up. You want to know how I got these scars? Whoa. Dude. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Discount fucking Ezra Miller, son. He's trying to sound all cute and shit, and it's not working. Like, I feel like with the right haircut, this guy could do... cortosis! There it is! There it is. Everyone thought it was going to be cortosis. Fucking A. It does not cause sensory deprivation. They added that. Oh, God. No shit. Oh, my God. We're going to have to go over this after. Holy fuck. Oh, my God. Learn to trust yourself, bro. Don't trust the Jedi. Jedi are bad. You gotta trust yourself, man. You gotta learn to feel it. Do the thing. You know. Cortosis. They're adding cortosis. Everybody fucking knew it was cortosis the minute that shit started happening. I know it's not the only... Well, oh, Jackie! And her corpse! That's so sad. So sad. Yeah, but nobody's gonna know what cortosis is. I didn't know what cortosis is until I saw all of the fucking Star Wars nerds geeking out over the like, yeah, nobody's gonna know what this fucking metal shit is. Oh, there's Yord. Yord's dead. I probably shouldn't laugh, but it is funny how they're just like, hey, remember these guys? They're dead now. Isn't that shocking? I gotta pour me more. Pour me more, pour me more. Da-na-na-na-na. Cortosis, that is a retarded thing to add at this time in Star Wars, especially this early on. Because we'll talk about it. Everybody knew it was going to be cortosis, or there was a lot of people that were discussing it. So now that they've officially labeled it that, they retconned it to where now it disables you from using force using. No, I didn't read the Vader comics. I haven't read shit, dude. Look, I've watched the OT, and that's what I have to go on. OT and prequels, god dang it. The good shit. No shit. How do you fucking get that from all this? No shit. Oh, God, light whip. I'm going to complain about that. I knew that was coming, but... Sith! Sith! Go home! It's a Sith! Master Solo's responsible. What? Fuck you, what? 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 They really think Solo's responsible for this? What reference do you have? What on God's green earth would you think is... Why has Solo not said it was a Sith? He called it Sith! River and Shay are home, so I can yell all I want to now, and it's great. This is retarded! Retarded! So, May, is it? I cannot do that at this moment. Oh, he will. A lot to interrogate. Is he going to interrogate her with the whole force thing that Kylo Ren does? I am sorry. I don't know. Okay. I want to like Soul. I really do. I really want to like Soul. But I feel like I can't. Please tell me it's not the end. Okay. I was like, I really want to know what he has to say. It's the only thing that I've got from this. The helmet's retarded. You're not going to put it on, right? You know, I used to be scared of putting on masks when I was a kid because I watched that episode from Goosebumps with the mask and now it like morphed onto their face and they couldn't get it off. That shit lived in my head rent free, man. I was like, dude, I ain't putting on that fucking mask. It's also using the Clone Wars. I know. My whole argument with a lot of this stuff is just because it's in the EU doesn't mean it's good. I don't know how I feel about cortosis yet. I understand it's limited. I understand its limits. But why wouldn't Vader's armor be made out of cortosis at this point? I know it's brittle, but it's not like he's in fights all the fucking time. At least as far as the OT is concerned. He's been in like 4. You get my point. It's an effective weapon. Have a shield. Are you putting it on? Why? Yeah, of course it's the breathing. What are you doing? Are they gonna flip flop where May becomes a Jedi and Osha becomes a Sith? Is it? Oh, this is retarded. Jump scare. Jump scare. What? The fuck is this? Okay, I guess that's the end. What is happening? What is going on? That's it? Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Darth Vader's armor was made him to hate more lulz. Look, that's EU. That's not in any that's got to be EU. That it's what kind of armor makes you hate more? I know it's the whole like it jabs him and makes him feel pain and all that sort of shit. Okay, let's go back through this. All right. Hold on. There was a spot that I wanted to get to. They were talking. Okay, we saw all that. There was one spot that I think I missed. I wanted to make sure I got that. So I'm going to play that through. What the fuck does he say right here? Yeah, I'm glad it's fucking over. This is some bullshit. Speak as if you were a Jedi. I was. He was a Jedi. Long time ago. Yeah. I was totally a Jedi once, bro. It was really... What do you mean it was a really long time ago? You're like 23. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, the fuck? Okay. So that was shit. This whole show is fucking terrible. It's garbage. I don't understand why they keep focusing in on these little creatures and the like. What purpose do they add to the show? I don't know. I don't know why she didn't get on the ship to sail away. These little shits. Well, it won't show up on the fucking stream anyway. Because that's how this works, I guess. So, first off, when she's checking her, scab wound, and she goes and she sees the ship, she doesn't immediately go for it, which is retarded. She has a place. Soul gets in the transmission and he talks about how everyone's dead. Doesn't necessarily state why. Doesn't mention the Sith, which is retarded, considering he has access to the Jedi Council, or at least a messenger to the Jedi Council to say, hey, there's a fucking Sith over here. Send reinforcements! No. Yeah, exactly. It builds on hate for Palps because he told him he could have gotten new stuff, but he would be weak without his hateful of his master. But that's 2 comics, which would be EU. Yes. So, doesn't explain why Darth Vader's armor isn't made of Beskar or Cortosis, because both would be... I mean, Beskar basically does a similar thing to what Vader's armor tends to do, because, I mean, he took that whole pauldron... he took that whole lightsaber blast from Luke to the side, and he was like, wow, and fought and all that shit. But, yeah, that's fucking, this episode's retarded. Because Soul instead, he's like, my whole team is dead. They died mysteriously. I will not explain how, but they died. It was tragic. Instead, he should be like, there's a Sith! There's a fucking Sith! Nope, not at all. And he allows May to do his thing. We get a bunch of cuts from Basil for some fucking reason, which is stupid. Yeah, dude's bathing, and he's like, I'm actually attractive looking because I got muscles and I'm lean. Which, I mean, Yord was too, but I mean... who cares? And in fact, Yord was fucking shredded compared to this guy. Let's see. He figures. I think you're right, McPherson. I think he figures out that it was OSHA because of the reset that she did on the droid, which is fucking retarded. Considering he should have figured it out later on. OSHA didn't kill the guy that killed everyone, which is retarded. She has every reason to do so, and yet doesn't. And the only reason why she doesn't is because it's... Wind take? Fuck yeah, let's go, Cabbage Man. I don't know which take you're talking about, but thank you. Drinking more of my rum. It gets me antsy. Okay, she should have killed him. She had every reason to. Soul had every reason to basically say that it's the Sith. Osha had every reason to kill the Sith, but she didn't. They have that little convo. She's talking with Mog, who's, mogging on everybody all the time, even though he looks like a beta male cuck. But that's just me, He's no fucking, I don't know if you watch what I watch, but he ain't no Anakin Skywalker. Like, see, no, so here's the thing. Okay, here's the fucking thing. God, I wish I could show y'all guys these clips and shit. No, but our team is readied and we depart in 20. And there's the whole hyperspace nausea. Never been a thing before. And honestly, isn't even relevant because by the time they get back, she's on the planet. So I don't know why they would include that. Unless it comes in with the next 3 episodes. Who the fuck knows? Let me see if I can find that. They get the ship back up and running. He doesn't explain everything. This scene right here, I'm going to play it for myself. I know y'all guys can't see it. I'm sorry. I wish I could show you, but I don't know. I don't have the wherewithal to show you this. But he engages hyperdrive right here. Boom. And then boom. Right after that, her team comes in, the rescue team comes in, which is, and not only do they come in right next to where he left. This is retarded writing. Because Kofar, let me look it up real quick. Let's see, Kofar. Zatch Bell Wiki. The fuck am I on? I'm looking for Star Wars, homeboy. Oh, apparently it's a place in Nigeria. Kofar, Wikipedia. Is a planet on the Outer Rim territories. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me bring this shit up real quick. That's wrong. There we go. Let's see. Distance to travel from Coruscant to Outer Rim. Let's see. How long would it take to travel from Coruscant to Outer Rim? It's Reddit, but we might be able to get something from here. I seem to remember the Perimlian run took about a month and a few days for standard freighters. I have no sources, just something I remember reading somewhere. Most travel from the RPGs, not in any actual universe stuff. I know the X-Wing books had them go on a mission that was like 17 hours of travel, cramped in X-Wing cockpits. But most of the time, travel is hand-waved for good reason. No, that is not for good reason. You don't hand-wave how long it takes to travel in hyperspace. I get it with an RPG. There's reason to hand wave that. That's fine. I wouldn't want to sit in a cockpit for 17 fucking hours, just watching, fucking stars move by. But with Kofar, which we only know anything from the fucking Acolyte. That's the only appearances. It's a terrestrial planet. Type 1 atmosphere, breathable. Not Darth Tenebrous. I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's see. It's a planet in the Outer Rim territories. So it would take a long time. They said they were ready in 20 minutes. Right? If we line this up by the way that obviously you can't fucking see, which upsets me. They leave, and then within 5 minutes or later, they appear from the Outer Rim territories, and you could argue that maybe it took an hour or two, maybe for that message to be transmitted, relegated, and sent out. It wouldn't have been 17 fucking hours. No shot. No shot. For them to assemble a team, get on over, and with that lick of time, boom, 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 within seconds of each other? Bullshit. No fucking way that that's happening. That is the most retarded shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Holy fuck. All right, let me see a little bit more of this because there was one part that I think I missed. See, okay, we get it. You guys are doing the thing. I think there was a line I missed over here. And when he's talking to OSHA and he's repairing his helmet. Discount Kylo Ren looking ass. Did you give the same pitch to my sister? Oh, that was it. Great. Glad to know the information I'm missing was not important. So with cortosis. Cortosis is... Hey, now the Force moves in mysterious ways. Fuck off with the Force moves in mysterious ways. I don't give a fuck. Alright? Bullshit. It's retarded. Okay. Ugh. Cortosis. This is not the time to be adding cortosis into canon, in my opinion. They never set it up. They only revealed it later on. And I think that's stupid, to be frank. I get it. Teach corrupt. Like, what is... Okay, who's teaching? I guess it's Soul and May. And corrupting is going to be the Sith. Whatever the fuck his name is. Khmer. And OSHA, right? This is stupid. This whole thing. He's trying to set her up. She has every reason to love the Jedi. And with this guy's few words that honestly don't budge me. Bro, how is... This is... Wait. Bro, this how is never gonna be canon. What? Acolyte's canon, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's a Star Wars show. Let's see. Oh, this show is never going to be... Bro, no. This show is canon. I don't know how to break it to you. This show's canon. It's canon. They're not going to make a Disney Plus show called The Acolyte about Star Wars. They're not going to spend $180 million on something that's not canon. There's no fucking way, bro. No way, no shot. There's no shot. They're not going to. They're going to spend $180 million, which, by the way, Andor was $250. They're not going to spend $180 million on a show that's not canon. No way, no how. Show's canon. It's got to be. Let's see, is The Acolyte canon? Most people are like, do you accept The Acolyte as canon? Acolyte episode 4 is a massive problem. No shit! 7, 8, 9 ain't neither is resistance. Alright, look. Technically 7, 8, and 9 are canon. I hate to break it to everybody. They're not in my canon, but they're the Disney canon. This is why I don't like Disney running Star Wars. This is why I don't like Disney. This is why if I could have it my way, Disney would have never bought Star Wars back in 2012. In fact, there's a video of me, 2014, pretending to be Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. God, I wish I had that video. Oh, I loved it. Back when I was in high school, Riley was interviewing me as being supposedly Luke Skywalker. And I was trying to make a play on when Han Solo is like, think a princess and a guy like me, and Luke cuts him off and goes, no. Right? I was trying to make a play on that. And so Riley was interviewing me, and he's like, so do you think Disney Star Wars could actually ever be good? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, you know Disney. And at the time, I was more trustworthy as Disney, because I was like, man, Disney made Lion King. They made, Aladdin was pretty good. They made a lot of good animated shows. they had a pretty good track record, right? You know, when I was a kid growing up, what could they fucking do wrong? And you know, I watched The Force Awakens, and the first time I watched The Force Awakens, I will hate to admit it, so I'm gonna admit it. I hate myself for this. If I could go back in time, I'd punch myself in the fucking face. But when Rey catched the lightsaber and the music swelled, I cried. Because the music really fucking got me in the feels. John Williams' music, it just got me. The scene. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Oh, God, I hate this. Let's see. Force Awakens. Kylo Ren versus Rey. Traitor! The whole thing. Them fighting. This scene. I'll mute it so I don't get copyright. Well, my desktop's muted for y'all guys anyway, I believe, right? Here, I'll mute it. Just so y'all guys can't hear the music because, well, I'll see if I can get away with it, okay? For y'all guys, because I love you so much. I'll see if I can get away with it. So this scene, right here. Right? She catches it. That music fucking gets me. The Force theme gets me like nothing else. I love that shit. I fucking love it. That scene, I gotta mute it because of copyright. So I'm gonna listen to it for a few minutes. Music just gets me, dude. I fucking love it. Well, y'all guys might not have heard it, but because I think it was the other audio input. Here, I'll back it up so y'all guys can see. This scene right here. See? Right? He's trying to force grab it. All that shit. Gotta pause it for copyright. Right? And then bam. Right? So I'll try and play as much as I can. But this little bit right here. That little bit. That music. I love that music. In that scene, I got a little teary-eyed. I'm not gonna lie. Am I ashamed of it? Yes. Would I punch myself in the face as a kid? Yes. Because that's fucking retarded and it makes no goddamn sense. And she doesn't even ignite the goddamn fucking lightsaber, right? And that used to piss me off as a kid too. It's stupid. Fucking stupid. I hate it. Anyway. I might get copyright because I played so much of that. But I digress. That scene makes me mad now. I've grown so cynical over the past couple of years. It's a damn shame. We didn't hear music? Yeah, I know. It's a fucking Force music. I might have replayed it. Let me know if I replayed it and let me know if you heard it. If not, I'll play it again as best as I can. God! It makes me mad. There is one thing I want to play for y'all guys. Probably won't have audio because I don't want to get copyright as it is. And I'll give a shout out to the channel and all that. But it was a cool video. I actually was wanting to send it to my dad. Because my dad loves Star Wars. Love talking about it. We watched Star Trek, the first ever Star Trek episode. It was quite fun. I enjoyed that. But yeah, the music is good. The music is what got me. I'll be honest. I don't think it was the scene. I don't think it was the character. I think it was the music swelled in me. It called to those memories when I was a kid. Oh my God. It fucking fuels me, right? It just gets me going, like gets me hyped. You know, the John Williams track just fucking slaps, bro. Like, what is that scene from? That is when Luke is looking over at his at Uncle Ben and I want to say Aunt Marie, right? Uncle Owen. Oh fuck, what is her name? Please tell me if I'm wrong. God dang it. See. Cool. Owen and Baru. God, I'm a fucking idiot. Owen, Lars, and Baru. And Baru, Lars. Yeah. He's looking over their corpses. Ah, I love that scene. I love that scene. And the Force music swells, and then it cuts to the TIE fighters flying to the Death Star. Dude, Star Wars used to be so fucking good. See, my granddad used to love Star Wars, and then this shit happened. Ugh. He'd be ashamed. I want to say it now. My dad would be ashamed to see what Star Wars has become. Because my granddad used to watch Star Trek. Very intellectual stuff, very sophisticated stuff, right? A lot of like battle of the brains sort of thing, trying to one up each other. This shit, he would have found fucking retarded. Because he would have looked into it and be like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. You know? I've had a few, so I can vent about this shit. Had some rum, so I'm a little spicy. Ah, God. Star Wars used to be so good. Speaking of, there's something I want to show you guys. Let me pull it up for you real quick. If I say so. What do you mean? What do you mean if I say so? What do you mean? What was I talking about? I need specifics so I can respond to your comment, McPherson. Specifics. I want to be specific. I want to let you know how I feel. I'll talk more about the Acolyte in a bit, but there was something I wanted to show you guys before I came back to the Acolyte. So, McPherson, if you would tell me what you're referring to, I would love to enhance on that. It was in my history. It was yes. So this is oh, Star Trek. Yes, okay. Star Trek is quite good. Well, I've only watched one episode, okay? I've only watched one episode. Let me talk about that for a minute. Was it Disney Plus or was it Max? What was it on? I think it was Max. Because I want to find the lines, but I don't want to sign in and add another profile here. Damn. Okay. The Star Trek episode I watched was pretty intellectual. It was pretty good. Had a lot of good lines, good dialogue. I liked it for one. The fight scenes, it's not there. Okay. It's very old. And that's okay. I still enjoyed it, right? It was... I was more interested in the conversations they were trying to have, the battles of wit that they were trying to have, because it was the idea that he was fighting these hyper-intellectual beings, and so he was like, hate, he had to find things. He was like, okay, hate, it's such a primitive emotion that you guys can't read my mind if it's only fueled with hate, so I want to fill it with that, and that's how I want to surpass you guys. And then there was this cool line where, the ladies beamed down and they're like, well, our energy beams, they were fully charged when we or our energy blasters, they were fully charged when we came from the ship. And so he fires it over at the window and he's like, and nothing happens, as if it's empty. And he's like, yeah, but that's only because that's what you want me to see. Is that right? That's an illusion. And he puts it to the guy's head and he's like, so what you're saying is that if this thing's really empty, then I can pull this trigger no problem and blow your brains to bits. But if it's actually an illusion, then you'll show me, won't you? Because otherwise you'll be dead. And then boom, it shows up, and actually it was blown to smithereens, and they could escape from the plasma beam that he fired, because it was an illusion, and he was trying to trick them into thinking that it was empty. But he basically played the bluff, and he's like, "I'll blow your fucking brains out," Because apparently it's empty, so it's not going to do anything, is it? Unless. So it was a battle of wits. It was actually kind of clever, and I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed watching the bit of Star Trek. I need to watch more of it to really get a better understanding of the show. But if anyone tries to say that Star Wars without lightsabers is Star Trek, they're out of their fucking minds. Out of their fucking minds. Okay? That is a dumb take. It's a stupid take. Ishmael, I'm talking to you. My work wife. I love you, but that's a bad take. Like, Star Wars without lightsabers is not Star Trek. Star Trek is on a different... It's almost a different genre entirely. Star Wars is very much action-based. It's about... You could say it's about good and evil, whereas Star Trek is more of a battle of the wits sort of game. It's more... I wouldn't say it's more politics. It's not that. It's more like different differences in ideology, and you could say, oh, well, Star Wars has a difference in the... See, Battles of Wit goes away real quick when you got all the aliens being plain Jane reskinned worse than Fortnite. It gets old. Okay, like I said, to be fair, I haven't seen all of Star Trek, but from what I've seen so far, which is, to be fair, only one episode, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the pilot. I thought it was good. I'll need to watch more of it to get a better take on it. But from what I've seen, the Star Trek that everybody kind of talks about is not like Star Wars at all. Star Wars is more about... Star Wars reminds me more of like Greek and Norse gods combating. It's like we have these legendary characters that do these legendary acts that are hyper important to the world around them, whereas Star Trek is more of an exploration of ideas and trying to figure out different meanings of this and that, trying to explore things, right? They're trying to be more in depth with like a particular race or with a particular creature, or it looks like they're trying to dive into various ideas here and there. It's not action-packed. It's not hyper special effects. The sci-fi element of it is very different from Star Wars, in my opinion. Of course, it's also very old, so it's not going to be perfect. But compared to Star Wars is way more action, way more combat, right? The dialogue, the most ideological that Star Wars gets is mostly going to be around the Force, right? But anyway, I digress. I wanted to show you guys this because I thought this was really cool. See, Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader, Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope, why it looks the way it does. This is made by AB Director. I would recommend subscribing to them. Shout out to them. They're cool. They did this video. I want to mute the audio real quick, and I want to play it as it is. They're basically saying that the rods that they had to fight with in Star Wars would break a lot. So what they recommended, because they had film, they were wood and they had film wrapped around them. So what they would recommend is that they would, to, instead of clashing with the lightsabers, but to hit before, like not actually meet the saber, but to come just before the saber. So that way they didn't break it, right? McPherson says, yes, so far it's really good. Pilot episode is the best one. Okay. Star Trek is supposed to prove how there's going to be different people able to get along in the future after World War III and Earth gets world peace. Oh yes, I know that in the Star Trek world, it's very I wouldn't say egalitarian, but it's very like Earth has found world peace, so we're going to move on to other galaxies and that sort of thing. I guess that would be, it's basically Super Earth from Helldivers. No, I'm kidding. But I can buy into the premise. It's not perfect, but I'll buy into it to see how the rest of the world plays out. Because I'm less interested in what happens on Earth than I am what happens in the show and the characters they encounter and things like that. If they want to be like, okay, Earth figured everything out, and now we're trying to explore the final frontier, I'm like, I'll buy into it if the stories are good. And that's kind of where I go from there. But we have this. So he's basically saying about the stormtroopers, how, they wouldn't clash sorry, the Jedi. They wouldn't clash. They would have to meet the lightsaber and stop before they actually made impact, because impact would break the sabers. They broke a ton of them in the combat. And they made this fight scene. So obviously you can see the proto saber, or the lightsaber before it was formed, doing their little dance. They couldn't actually clash the sabers, apparently. They had to avoid that in order to not break the lightsaber. And that's what this guy's talking about. He says, oh, maybe I went a little too far there. Yeah, so you had to have this gap here in between the sabers. You couldn't actually clash them because it was likely that you would break them, because it was very thin sticks, right? So you couldn't actually clash the sabers together. And this guy made a video. See, this is how the fight might have looked without the pause in between, and if the lightsaber props were the same material as Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, they could actually hit the lightsaber, whack it, bam. Which is why I think those lightsaber fights are so good in comparison. Breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. To know that my grandfather never saw Empire Strikes Back, and it's a damn shame, because he would have loved that movie. I know it through and through. He would have loved Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's a damn shame that the old man missed out on that. But luckily, to be his grandson, I get the pleasure of experiencing both these movies and seeing them for what they truly are, and that is masterpieces. Maybe less so Return of the Jedi, but Empire Strikes Back is fucking primo. Great movie. But anyway, what I want to show you guys is this fight. They get their sabers up. But here's what I want to note. They talk their setup, and then they combat. Now, let me see if I can get you guys audio. I'll try and keep it. I got to keep it brief. I'm sorry. I got to keep it brief. Because of copyright. So bear with me. But look at this. So immediately, boom, boom, boom. Connecting on all their hits pretty quick. You're going after it, right? Just boom, boom, boom. It's great. Obviously it changes, but you see they're clashing, they're hitting. Bam, 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 right? They're moving at it. And I really appreciate that. It looks great. Right? You even have the little, when they're caught in the bind right here, and Vader shoves him over. And then immediately it cuts to the slash. It's not it's not delayed as it is in the OT version, right? And they keep going at it. Boom. So, clashes, he moves around. The one that always got me, was when Obi-Wan shuffles. That scene always, I wouldn't say it made me cringe, but it always looked wrong to me. Power's a weak old man. Let's see. So they're connected. Look at that face. God! I miss good Star Wars, man. I miss good Star Wars. It used to be so dope, right? But basically what this video shows is they're clashing. The cuts are real fast. Moving through it. Right. Boom, boom, boom. It's moving upward. Alec Guinness, even though he didn't believe in the movie, he gave it his all, and I can appreciate that. It's good stuff. Really is good stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Love the fast combat. See, the problem with is that there's a video called Scene 38, which breaks down the Star Wars this fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, and it makes this hyper fast, Revenge of the Sith kind of fight, and it's really dope, really cool. But the problem that I have with that is that it's a bit too much. Like, this is an old guy. I don't think he's going to be moving around like they want him to. So this makes more sense. They just cut the pauses, make it a bit faster, right? I think that's more believable than seeing this old man doing all the kinds of crazy spins and shit, right? You know, this is more believable. Boom, 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 right? Boom. Look at that. That's great. That's great. It's exactly what I want to see, right? It's good stuff. And they compare it. I'll cut the audio to the original. Now look at this. Let me put up my image copyright. There we go. So the original version is down here below, and the edited version's up top. Now look how fast this goes. This plays, right? Bam, bam. Immediately, already faster. Boom, 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 boom. Right? They're just going at it, going fucking ham. That I'm fine with. That's just cool, right? You know, pushes them, right? And then boom. Versus this one down below, where if you see they're struggling right here. They've been struggling for like, I think maybe a full second or two. And then pushes them, and then boom. You see the full swing, right? They start going at it. Boom, 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 boom. Like they're clashing. Bah, 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 bah. It looks fucking great, right? That I love. And I think that would help the OT lightsaber fight a lot. It is so much more impactful. Seeing them really clash sabers. Bah, 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 bah. Right? Versus the original version where it was more clash, pause, clash, pause, clash, clash. See. Do you think the show breaks canon? Interesting, Mason. Interesting comment. Let me see. So let me think. I think it's obvious that the show breaks canon with Kai Mundi. With the scene of in the prequels where he's like, the Jedi haven't been, or the Sith haven't been seen in over a millennia. In fact, Star Wars Theory, since we're talking about it, Star Wars Theory made a joke about that in this video, where it was like, oh yes, the Jedi haven't been seen in so long. Like, this is preposterous. Let me bring up closed captions. I mean, you know, let's see. So he's training the Jedi arts. Only my conclusion was a Sith. Let's see if I can bring this up for me to hear, so I can replicate it to y'all guys. Cut that out. He's like, we haven't seen a why do you think it's Count Mooney? Because they said it was. They said it was. They retconned his lore. They retconned his age because they said it's Mundi. He's negative 40 years old in that show if you go from the old canon. They retconned him, made him older, completely destroyed his canonical lifespan, just so they could include the Sith, because they want to make him corrupt. That's exactly why. That's why this whole thing plays out the way it is. This little joke that he's got. He's like, you haven't seen the Sith in 1,000 years. No one's gone missing. Why are you acting weird? Yeah, they had to change the date in the wiki. Yeah, that was funny. Star Wars Theory was talking about it. He was discussing it. He was like, yeah, I think they were changing it in real time while he was doing the watch together. They were like, yeah, he fucking. They would go back to the Wikipedia, and the guys that run that website, they didn't know what the fuck to do. So they're like, I guess he's older. We don't know. We really don't know. They totally retconned his age, which, you know, it's one of those things, because you can say the whole story about Ki-Adi-Mundi, what is it? Yeah. Ki-Adi-Mundi, however you pronounce his fucking name. The whole idea is like, he his lifespan isn't super long, so he's given the ability to procreate, unlike most Jedi, and that's because his race is close to extinction, and that's why he's given the abilities that he's given. He's able to procreate. He's able to basically Kademuni fucks, because he can, because his race is going extinct because they only live to a short lifespan. Now, with that being said, all of that is now retconned. His whole backstory, his whole everything, because of the fact that this show exists. Basically, it's like, okay, yeah, he actually lived to be well over 100 years old, and his age is greater than humanity's, and so with that, it destroys everything that came before. It destroys all the EU. The problem that I have with Disney Star Wars is they retconned the EU just so they could take snippets from it, bit by bit, and implement them badly into their canon. That's the whole reason why they decanonized everything to begin with, in my opinion, is because they wanted to do that so that way they could take from the EU and be like, oh, this is now included. Cortosis, Kiaremundi's Olders now. We're gonna take this bit and that bit because we fucking want to. We're gonna take Thrawn from the EU because people tend to like Thrawn. We're gonna put him in the show. We're gonna make him not Thrawn because we don't want to. We're gonna retcon Kiaremundi because it fits our purposes. We're gonna retcon this and retcon that, and it's the whole reason why they decanonize the EU. It's because they're like, y'all guys instilled all these rules. We're going to use them to our advantage. We're going to take everything that we like, and then we're going to discard everything we dislike, and then we're going to implement it badly. And that's where I have to draw a problem. And so, what's his face? Star Wars Theory was making a joke about it. It's like, why are you acting weird? For kidding me. I don't know anything. I don't know about this Sith that killed everybody. I don't know about this alleged Sith that destroyed everybody and killed a bunch of Sith in a squad. I don't know about the Soul guy that didn't tell everyone that the Sith killed everybody. And I mean, y'all guys are acting super weird. I don't know why you're acting weird. This is totally normal for me. Is it getting hot in here? Or it's like, oh god, like, what the fuck? This is retarded. The writer Leslie Headland, who's the lead writer for the show, is fucking retarded. And the worst thing about this, Mason and McPherson, is that I'm a Star Wars normie. I am a normie. I have watched the OT and the prequels and most of the Clone Wars. That's fucking it. That's all I've watched. I haven't watched Bad Batch. I haven't watched Rebels. I haven't watched Resistance. I haven't read almost any of the extended universe. See, Star Wars Theory absolutely hates the show. He's even given a 0. A 0 is hard to get. The only way you can get a 0, in my opinion, is if you completely break world building, which, if anything could, the Acolyte probably could, to be frank. Star Wars Theory, he gives a lot to Dave Filoni. He gives a lot of credit to Dave Filoni, and I don't think he should. I think he should join the dark side and realize that Dave Filoni is not going to be the savior that he wants him to be. Because everyone's like, oh man, George Lucas and Dave Filoni, they're going to get together, they're going to fire Kathleen Kennedy, they're going to take control, and they're going to, make Star Wars, they're going to make Star Wars great again. It's like, it's not going to fucking happen, guys. It's not going to happen, okay? George Lucas is 80 years old. There's no reason that he's going to take over Star Wars again. He doesn't want to. Trying to get him to broaden his views. Yeah, right. But yeah, and so he was talking about Kiaremundi in this whole thing. It's a complete retcon of the Star Wars canon, and not to mention the CD-ROM that came with the prequels. Now, there have been people like oh god, what the fuck is his name? I can't think of it. It was on Every Frame of Pause. They were talking about here, let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. Let's see. Every Frame of Pause. They were talking about Star Wars Acolyte, and there was a guy who was saying that they retconned a CD-ROM, and that's so terrible when it really wasn't. See, how does he think? It's not James Cameron. Who the fuck was it? This guy. John Campea. That's who it was. This guy. This guy was basically, he was like, oh my god, they retconned a CD-ROM? How terrible is that? You know, how terrible is it that they're going to retcon a CD-ROM that was said that Kaidi Mundi was so-and-so years old? And it's like, yeah, but that was the lore at the given time. It's like, imagine if you were a kid, right, in the 90s, watching that CD-ROM. So, like, for instance, I just got the Lord of the Rings bonus material. 26 hours of the fucking content of how they made the Lord of the Rings. Super cool stuff, right? I get to watch how they made it. I get to learn about the histories of the characters. I'm reading the books. I'm like, dude, this shit's super awesome. Like, you get to learn more about the stuff, right? And the world building and all that. And then imagine if, you know, within this time, 20 years time, since that stuff was released, that they're like, actually fucking no. That wasn't the case. It was totally wrong. So we can make it work for our dog shit show. You retarded. Like, what the fuck is going on? This is stupid. It's stupid. I don't get it. I don't get why, you know, why this has to work. Like, why does everybody think, you know, I'm the agreeable person. I'm the person, you know, I'm a kind of person that will agree with things. We'll be like, oh yeah, sure, man, whatever. But like, when it comes to shows and when it comes to continuity, when you fuck that shit up, it's like you're causing so many problems. I just want things to make sense. Why can't things make sense in my show? Why can't things make sense in my show? I don't understand. Why can't you just, like, the phrase, limitation creates creativity. Limitation makes creativity. When you give yourself limits, you can make creative things. The show has limitations because, hey, Sith haven't been seen for over a millennia. How are you going to make this work? And they're like, we're just going to fucking retcon that shit and make Kaede Mundi corrupt. It's lame. It's lame and it's boring, and I don't like it. It's stupid. I don't understand why you are the way that you fucking are. Why is this the way that things are? Why can't you just work with that? Also, I appreciate the W takes, like the win takes. Let's go. I've had a few, so I can vent about this bullshit. Yeah, no way George is doing that. They're like, oh man, George Lucas is gonna make his own show. He's gonna do his thing. He's gonna make Star Wars great again. It's like, no, he's not. George Lucas is 80 years old and he's ready to die. I hate to say it, but man's going out. He's going out, you know, like fucking Terminator 2 with a thumb in the air, sinking into the lava that is Star Wars The Acolyte, right? He's ready to go. You're right, they made Jedi bad. Drink. Oh, fucking facts. Damn it, you're right. They made Kaede Mundi. He's a corrupt Jedi. He's gonna be like, no. We're going to cover it up. We're going to cover up the Sith. Oh, man, I'm loving these live streams, though. Because, like, with all this being said, there are good... There's good content out there. I'm watching House of the Dragon right now. And, I mean, it might not be perfect, but the show's pretty damn good. I'm enjoying it. See, who do you think trained Khmer? Ooh! Good question. I have no fucking idea. And you know what? I bet the writers don't know either. That's my honest, you know, that is my honest take. I honestly believe, oh God. I honestly believe that they were like, oh, what if, like, what if we made Khmer like an ex-Jedi, man? Like he actually didn't, he was a part of the Order, and then he was like, man, this is just isn't it. And then he left and became a Sith. That'd be pretty sweet, bro, wouldn't it? I really don't think they thought that deep into it. Like, oh man, it should be Kai Mundi or it should be Yoda, Darth Moody does have a nice ring to it. Fucking yeah. Let's see. Well, he always sounded like kind of like a Obi-Wan Kenobi trying to do an accent. Let's see. My name is Darth Moody. I am a Sith in actuality. When I die in Order 66, you're not supposed to feel anything because I was actually evil the entire time. Hopefully a real Sith comes and ends Khmer and all this shit. Fucking true. Please have a Sith come in and end Khmer. Oh, I love that. Imagine if it was Darth Plagueis that's just like, you're a fucking disappointment, and just fucking slices his throat. God, I would love it. Just chop his goddamn head off. That'd be great. Oh, man. I'd love that shit. But yeah, fucking John Campion, everybody's, they're like, oh man, it's so terrible that they, retconned a CD-ROM. Who the fuck watched those anyways? It's like me and every other fan that liked the Phantom Menace, right? Me and everybody that liked Star Wars at the time. It's like, don't diss the CD-ROM. It just gave us more lore to the characters. That's super cool. But they've had a retcon Kiade Mundi and everyone. Let me see if I can actually see Kiade Mundi Star Wars character. Let me pull him up on Wikipedia. I'm interested now. Let's see what the fuck he's got. Acolyte, no one is safe from the truth. Warning, this page contains spoilers from the day of the Acolyte. Caution is advised. Let's see, biography, murder mystery, passing of Master Katari, Mission Quan, blah, 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 resurgence of the Sith, Clone Wars. Okay, so it really passes through his age. Eye color, gender, height, hair color, eye color. Died 19 BBY. They don't show his age. See, hold on, real quick. Hopefully Mason is right, because someone needs to end all this shit. Fucking true. I'm hoping Tenebrous comes and kills him because I don't know if Plagueis was alive and if he was. Funny enough, as you were saying that, if you look previous in the stream, I accidentally searched Darth Tenebrous. I didn't even know who the fuck that was. So I'll check him out since you're quoting him. I assume you know more about this than I do. Murder mystery. This girl could become a major threat. Kiade Mundi. Kiade Mundi was a Seren who hailed from the planet Soraya. Apparently, yeah, they retconned a lot of his stuff. Yeah, look, it goes from this paragraph, right? About I guess what happens in the show to immediately Qui-Gon Jinn. So they retconned a lot of his shit. They totally killed his age. We don't know how old he is. Because he allegedly is in this show. So we don't know how old he is, I reckon. We just know his death date. We don't... Oh! I'm so glad they included his pronouns. That's good. I didn't expect him to be a he, him. Who would have thought? See. It's so funny that they changed stuff on Wikipedia. Yeah, I know. They were scrambling. They were like, oh my god, what the fuck do we do? He's not supposed to be this old. Quick. Like, what the fuck? Like, we don't know what to do. Like, we're scrambling over here. Like, Max with ads. Oh, dear. Yeah, they were absolutely scrambling. They didn't know what to do with it. Let's see. From Star Wars 5e, that's the D&D stuff. Saurians reach adulthood in their late teens and live less than a century. The Saurians enlarge skulls extending above their foreheads. Yeah, that's all retcon now, bud. That's all retconned. That's not true anymore. because obviously he lives to be over 100. See, provided with sufficient blood by an extra heart in their heads, the binary structure of this serene thinking helps them to ponder two sides of an issue at once. Oh, that's dope. It also enables them to process information. Oh, that's cool. See, like, it gives them buffs, but they also can't live super long. They reach adulthood by their teens, which is kind of accurate for, like, ancient humanity. My point is he's not supposed to be alive at this point. Anyway, you were referencing Darth Tenebrous. Let me search that guy. Darth Tenebrous. Since we clicked on him earlier. So he is Star Wars legend, so he's technically not canon. Sith Master, he's the Master of Plagueis. He was suspected to have designed the scimitar, the personal starship of Lord Darth Maul that was officially designated by the engineer. The scimitar, I guess that was Darth Maul's ship. I think I know what that looked like, right? Let me see that. I don't know. I don't think I want to get copyright by Wikipedia, right? I want to get copyright by that, guys. I hope not. I just want to see a picture of it. Why am I getting advertisement? Oh, yeah. I know that shit. That's the scimitar. Designer was Darth Tenebrous suspected. Okay. He was first mentioned in Star Wars canon in the 44th issue of the magazine Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon, published by Diagnosty around November 4th, 2015. Okay, so that was after Disney bought Star Wars, to be fair. So this is post, this guy, I guess, is post Disney buying Star Wars. In Star Wars Legends continuity, it was originally introduced in the Tenebrous Way, a short story in the Star Wars Insider 130, published by Titan Magazines on December 13, 2011. Oh, wait, shit! 2011 was before Disney bought Star Wars. Story was written by Matthew Stover and illustrated by Brian Raw. The character was a Mel Bith and was identified as Rugus Nome in the Darth Plagueis, written by James Luceno and published in 2012. Because 2012 was when they bought it. So there is a chance. Yeah. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, that's my point too. I think I can trust Star Wars 5e more than Wikipedia nowadays. Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, to be fair, Wikipedia now is basically just a Disney by extension. Like, there's no shot that they're going to retcon Disney. How the fuck is Wikipedia going to retcon Disney at this point? Whew. I have had a few. I am good and fucking... I'm lean. Having a good bit. All right. Was a... Wait. Thelan human hybrid Jedi Padawan who lived... So here's my problem. For one thing, I don't like the High Republic. I'm going to be honest. It's not my thing. Not my thing. If you like High Republic, that's great. It's not mine. Not my thing. What do you give the show so far? 1 out of 10. I can't give it a... So here's my thing. In my standards, I don't give zeros. Unless something is completely... Like imagine if it was just random shot from random shot from random shot. It had zero continuity, had zero like references to each other. Like a shot of the forest, a shot of Goodfellas, picture of My Hero Academia, right? Like if it made no sense, no connection, that would be a 0 out of 10, obviously, because it just has nothing in congruence with each other. So if I was going to give the show, since it doesn't, in my opinion, a 1 out of 10 breaks its continuity, breaks its own world building. So in my opinion, I would give the show, technically, since from the episode that we just saw, a 1 out of 10. Mainly because of the God, I wish I could show you guys the light speed change. When that guy leaves Lightspeed versus when Soul leaves Lightspeed versus when the other master enters Lightspeed or enters the planet. They're right next to each other and they leave within 10 seconds apart. It would take hours canonically for them to enter that universe or Kofar to enter that slip space. Sorry, that's Halo. To enter that planet's orbit. So I would technically give it a 1 out of 10 since it breaks continuity. It is so bad, it breaks the universe. You know, I miss the days where it was just, you know, like, oh man, we'll be over at that planet in a couple of hours. So, you know, we'll just chill here and have a conversation. Which, by the way, was in the first fucking movie that was Star Wars. I'll pull it up, even though I can't because y'all guys can't see it and it makes me sad. So bring up Disney Plus. I'll see if I can bring up that scene because how do I what? Okay, that's better. Brought Disney Plus and it wasn't showing me anything and I got sad. Oh man, that makes me mad. Look at this. Look at this. I pull up Star Wars and A New Hope is number 5 on the fucking list. What the fuck is that about? This is the movie that started it all, asshole. This is the movie. 1977, son of a bitch. I'm old, man. I'm old. Or we the fans just don't acknowledge it, Disney. Yeah, I wish I couldn't. I wish I couldn't acknowledge Disney. But they've made such a hyper impact on Disney, you know, that I can't. You can't just ignore what Disney has done to Star Wars. You can't ignore it. All right, let's see. Oh, that's when they're on the ship. Bring it back now. Bring it back now, y'all. That's when they're on Alderaan. So I'm trying to find the appropriate scene for you boys. So obviously I can't play the audio. I'm gonna try and bring up this little scene. So they just blew up Alderaan, right? They're in hyperspace to go to Alderaan from the Outer Rim, which was Tatooine. No, that attitude. Let's see. I feel something terrible has happened, says Ben Kenobi. You better get on with your exercises, he says. Well, you can forget your troubles with those Imperial slugs. Told you I'd outrun them. Not everybody thank me at once, I think is what he says later on. Don't everybody thank me at once. Anyway, we should be at Alderaan at 0200 hours. So I don't know the time zones and all that. My point is it's going to be a while before they reach Alderaan, right? So we're getting hyper nerdy over here. It's yeah, hyper nerdy. Like I said, I wish I could show you, but if I pull it up, all y'all guys see is a blank screen, and it makes me sad. Disney gets a lot of hate, but some of these things are solid, like Rogue One and seasons 1 of 2 of Mandalorian. Okay. You know? It's a fair point. So, as far as Rogue One goes, I like Rogue One due to Andor. Like, you know, sorry, let me rephrase. I like Rogue One. As a film, it was passable. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good movie. I think it had good points. I think it was a bit slow. Maybe not for everybody. I enjoyed it as a movie, right? So, yes, Rogue One is good. Season 1 of Mandalorian was okay. I don't like Season 2 of Mandalorian. See, Andor is a solid series as... God, this heart blocks things as well. Yeah, okay. So Andor is a solid series, yes. I think Andor is a series for adults. adult Star Wars versus kid Star Wars. Um, Now with Rogue One's weird. I enjoy Rogue One. It's a bit slow, but I enjoy the characters, and I think Andor really adds to it. Um, and I would be willing to accept Andor open arms as Star Wars canon. I'm totally willing to do that. Um, However, hear me out, okay? So get this idea. Season 1 of Mandalorian. I don't know if you've ever played Bounty Hunter. McPherson, I'll state that in a second. But think of a Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Let me bring that up for you guys real quick because I like showing you stuff. It makes me feel important. Let's see, Star Bounty Hunter, right? Star Wars Bounty Hunter. You remember that? What was it? It was Jango Fett during or pre-Clone Wars era, going on missions, being a bounty hunter, doing his bounty hunter thing, right? Really cool game. Really loved it. It was awesome, right? Imagine if Mandalorian Season 1 was just him going on missions, doing the whole Western vibe of, I could bring you in warm or I could bring you in cold sort of thing, right? A very Clint Eastwood vibe, right? Doing the whole thing that you see in the first episode where he's going on bounties, he's fighting guys. That's all of Season 1. All of Season 1 is him going on these adventures and stopping people and bringing, maybe not bringing them to justice, but like bringing them in as guys. I grinder Star Wars Bounty Hunter on the early PS4 days. Yes, Bounty Hunter. This game is fucking lit. I love this game. Played it so much when I was a kid. As much as I could. I had a whole week where I rented this from a movie gallery, which was basically a discount Blockbuster, and I played the shit out of this game. And then I got to a point where I couldn't beat it, but it was so fucking cool, right? So this game was dope. But imagine if so. Here's my idea. Imagine, and I think somebody pitched this to me once, and I thought it was a brilliant idea. Imagine if the whole first season, I think it was Every Frame of Pause. Imagine if the whole first season of Mandalorian was him being a bounty hunter, doing bounty hunter things. Blasting people, taking people in, turning them in for coin, this and that. And then at the very end of the season, he finds Baby Yoda. At the very end of the season, he's like, you know what? Not willing to kill a kid. Not willing to take a kid in for torture. And that changes his character, starts his character arc where you go into Season 2, right? I think that would have been much better than doing it in the first fucking episode, because we don't get a lot from Din Djarin. We don't learn a lot from his character, and I honestly don't think we know a lot from him now after 3 seasons of Mandalorian. I don't think we really know much about Din Djarin, besides the fact that he doesn't like droids, except he does like them now after Season 1. So he's basically a milquetoast character for us to insert ourselves in to be the quote unquote Mandalorian inside the Star Wars universe. And I just don't think that's it. See, McPherson says, John Wayne's grandson is the one that does most of the walking. I prefer him to be the face as well. I haven't seen, that would be cool to see. That's my point. ABG Mano take. Thanks. But I think that would be a great setup, right? Imagine if that was the season finale, is that baby arm reach out to Mando, where it's like, you know what? Not gonna kill a kid. Not gonna do this. That's because, it does the whole season's take. The whole season's take in one episode, and that really upsets me. It could have been so much more. Him being cutthroat. I don't care who the hell you are. I want to take you in, warm or cold. I want to bring you in and get my bag, right? I want to get my money. But then it comes to a kid, Baby Yoda, and he's like, you know what? I draw the line at kids. Draw the line at kids. It's like, oh man, the impact of that for a whole season of this guy being cutthroat, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood style, like, oh man, be great. And then season 2 is him having to deal with the consequences of his actions, right? You know, that's where season 2 comes to play, and I think that'd be really cool. And then season 3 would be him taking Grogu to Luke Skywalker. It'd be a better setup show. But they did it all in one fucking episode, and that bugs me. You know, and yes, John Wayne's grandson is the one that does most of the walking in season 3. I don't mind that. I think he should just fucking replace Pedro Pascal at this point, because what white guy with a milquetoast voice could not replace Pedro Pascal to do Mando? Like, let's be honest. Din Djarin has a very average voice. I think myself, McPherson, or even Mason Matson, if he really tried, he could do a Din Djarin voice and be passable. I really don't think so otherwise, unless you're like Scottish or Irish or some shit, you know, which I doubt. But the possibility's there, is my point. But that's what I think about, you know, Mandalorian. I think that, you know, it could have been so much more than what it was, and it ended up just becoming a cameo. Bleh, you know, that's what Star Wars has become. Unfortunately, it's just a big bleh. I'm like, eh. You know, like look at Ahsoka. Look at the Ahsoka show. I give the Ahsoka show a lot of shit, and for good reason. In my opinion, you look at the very end of Ahsoka where Anakin Skywalker has his robes in, and he's just kind of young Anakin Skywalker, by the way. He's got his robes in, and he's looking at Ahsoka like, ah, yes. See, heckle me. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Mason, you got this. Do it. Be Mando. You know, I bet you'd cost less than Pedro Pascal at this point, you know? You'd be like, hey, you know, I can do it. I can imitate the voice, and, you know, just pay me like, you know, $17, $20 an hour. I'll do his voice. You know? I bet you do a great job. I think you do good. You know? But like, oh fuck, where is it going with that? Oh, yeah. You got Anakin Skywalker. He's got his robes on. He's looking at Ahsoka, and he's like, you know, I could talk to my son right now or my daughter if I wanted to, but no, I'm gonna look at Ahsoka, peer longingly at her, and not do shit. It's like, bro, I want to see the conversation between Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka. Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker. That's what I want to see. The Force Ghost of Anakin talk to the Force Ghost of Luke. I wanted to see that since I was a kid. When Luke's like hunched up on the tree, and he's looking at Anakin Skywalker, who appears next to Yoda and Ben Kenobi. I'm like, dude, the conversation that's about to go down is going to be fucking intense. It's going to be so sick. And it never happened. Never happened. It's a damn shame. You could have done so much with that dialogue. You could have done so much with that character build-up, and they wasted it entirely. It's a damn shame we never saw what happened at the end of that Ewok party. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Ewoks. I appreciate the Ewoks. They're part of Star Wars continuity, and I can't ignore them. Do I think they're perfect? No. But I feel the same about the prequels. So. But yes. Let's go back to Acolyte. Since, we've seen enough of all this shit. Fuck. Can't even type Disney Plus properly. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen Mason. Thank you for, see. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for the takes. See you next week. Talk about this bombshell. Absolutely. See you next week. I usually try to keep these going on for maybe 2 hours or more. So I will see you all guys next week to talk about the next episode of this show we can do a watch together. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll probably turn over in a little bit. So I'll probably talk about it a little bit more and then go to bed. So I appreciate you for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. This is one of my highlights of the week. Yes, sir. Here almost every Tuesday. Yeah. I would make it a more common thing if I was available every Tuesday. Looks like Independence Day's on Disney Plus. What the fuck? That'd be cool to watch. So you got Independence Day, you got Aliens, A New Hope. Adios, sir. Take care. You got a lot of Blackadder and Firefly. McPherson, I will fight you on that. Firefly is great. I love that show. It is not Chinese propaganda. I don't care what the fuck you say. It's also funny. If you look real quick, let me back this up. If you go to Star Wars, it's the hyperdrive thing, which is the biggest thing of Star Wars, and yet it fucking sucks in Acolyte. Watch that Thursday. What fucking Independence Day? Oh man, I don't know if I can. What am I doing? I'm working Thursday, so I'll be there till fucking 11 at night. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to. Would I if I had the opportunity? Yeah, that'd be a fun watch party of watching Independence Day, because I haven't seen it since damn near over probably a decade and a half at this point. It's been so long. Does Firefox have an incognito tab? I'm about to fucking find out. Private window. Okay. I want to try something. So, hear me out. I'm gonna try something real quick. This might not work. Okay? So, hear me out. Alright, let's see. Try something real quick. See if I can get this this to work. So I've got a private setup on Firefox, because I know Firefox works. It used to work on Disney Plus. Oh wait, shit, that's wrong. There we go. Private browsing. Yeah, Mozilla Firefox private browsing. See if this plays it. Might not, but I want to try it. Ah! Damn it! I don't know what allows y'all guys to see this anymore. It used to be just Firefox, but now I guess it's not. Now I guess Firefox doesn't just do it anymore, which sucks. It upsets me thoroughly. Oh, I didn't even think about it. Or I didn't even talk about it. Another thing I wanted to mention, is the, so they unleash one of, I guess nature unleashes one of the beetles. She force uses, or force grabs her lightsaber, fires it off, and it looks like a normal blade at first, and then whips the bug in half. I wish I could show you the picture. You know what? Maybe I can grab you a screenshot, because this screenshot's pretty sweet. Let me see what I can do. Ah, it doesn't let me. Damn it. Anyway, there she basically whips her lightsaber, right? And whips the bug, and I have a problem with that, because I don't know about you guys, but I think lightsaber whips are bad. I don't think they're good. I think they're a bad idea. I'm not super fond of them, to be frank with you. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it, to be frank. I think it's bad. I don't think it's something that a Jedi should have. A fucking lightsaber whip? What are we doing at this point? Right? What is this going on? I don't get it. So if I was going to, to go with Mason earlier on, he asked me a 0, like what would I rate the show? 1 out of 10. Wherever that was at. Show breaks canon, blah, blah, change dates. Let's see where I can find it. I can't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what do you give the show so far? 1 out of 10. At this point, I fucking give it a 1. I would give it a 1 just because, one, it has bad dialogue, has exposition out the wazoo that we don't need. It has people making choices in their lives that doesn't make sense to their character and references that we have previous. And it also breaks continuity in not only Star Wars, but the Star Wars lore. So it's a 1 out of 10. Right? It has plenty of reasons for that. It is a dog shit show, and it is bad. Okay? My point. So with that, I'm probably going to end tonight's stream. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with y'all guys. We've been keeping this going. I've enjoyed it. And without further ado, I'll probably bring it to a close. But I appreciate y'all guys tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun watching this with y'all guys, talking about Star Wars. I love talking about Star Wars. It's a blast. We should do this again soon. So with that, we'll catch y'all guys later. Right? Bye.